Think about it. Idealism is my generation, right? I was told, don't be, you know. And so before we thought, oh, how come they didn't know? You have to think about what access information, what access students have. The other piece to it, somebody said, well, why didn't they know it because their cars, you know, when you're going to get gas, it idles. Those students don't go on, they know cars, but they don't have a car. So what struck me was the things that we assume students know. They don't know, but it doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. It means they have not been exposed to particular things, and also we have not been exposed to what they have not been exposed to. Because if I didn't stop and think about what the word idle means and where it comes from, I would have given up on them. But here's the good part of the story. I said, oh, no, that's, you know, it's not to do with American Idol. And we said, let's look at some pictures of things. And we said, oh, those people were demonstrating near the image then came home to them. And what was most important, I said, I would like you to write something or present something about Idle No More, because I have to go to these other schools and I need some help with it. Can you prepare some material that would be useful and interesting to people of your age? So I gave them an external audience. I gave them a real audience. I came back to the school in 3 weeks, and you should have seen the PowerPoints those children had for me. And they were like, when is she coming back? Is she back yet? You know, what did they think about it? All I'm saying is that the motivation was there, and I said, ask anybody in the school, anybody at home, anybody in the community, and they had all kinds of info. They had lots of pictures. They had a lot of newspaper clippings. They had quotes from all kinds of people. And so we went from thinking that Idle No More had to do with American Idol to students knowing the names of 3 women from Saskatchewan who started. I was dancing in the aisles myself to speak of aisles and the rest of it. Okay? But the thing is, giving them a reason to do it, helping them to see they're researchers and scholars, helping them to know that they can do things and they can use methods to do it. Okay? So that is what I mean about interest in these things that can change it, because they wanted to know, and there was a reason. I would say any students who won't write things for you, make up an audience. Think about who they could be doing it for, because actually that increases the cognitive sophistication of a task. If you have to do it for different, but if it's someone younger than you are, someone who doesn't know anything about it, all of those things get your brain working, right? And we need to challenge students at those high levels, right? We need to build the math into that. We need to build the social studies into it. And you may say, Enid, is that what you mean by equity education? Yes, that is what I mean. I mean departing from the ways in which things are typically done to meet those students who are not typically doing the way things are done. That is what it means. That is what it means. When we say we reach every student, it means we set aside the way we typically do things, because we only typically do things those ways because we have always typically done them those ways. And it's not the only way they can be done. And they certainly work for some students, but they also eliminate a whole other set of